Hey guys, Matt here. This is my review of Insidious Chapter 2. This movie is directed by James Wan, who previously directed Saw and The Conjuring. This movie stars Patrick Wilson, Rose Byrne, and Barbara Hershey. Insidious Chapter 2 picks up right after Insidious 1, and so Josh comes back from the further different. He's not who he seems to be, and so with the help of Carl, Elise, the woman from the first one, her friend, and Josh's mother, they try to figure out the origin of the bride in black and stop her from possessing Josh. As far as the acting goes, Patrick Wilson was great in this movie. He was good in the first one. I also liked him in The Conjuring, but he really knocked it out of the park with this role. I mean, to play a man that's distant from his family because he's possessed, and then play a guy that's very reminiscent of Jack Torrance from The Shining, all in one role, man, he was really good. As far as Rose Byrne goes as the wife, she was seemingly just like terrified the whole movie. She really didn't bring anything different from her role in the first one, but you had to have the wife in there as well, so she was fine. Barbara Hershey, also a side character from the first one, she was good. And I liked the guy that played Carl, Elise's assistant. And even the two assistants, Specs and Tucker, they brought good and welcomed comic relief to the movie, so that was nice. The only problem I had with the movie was that there was a element, or there was something, let me say, missing from the movie that was in the first one. Even though they kind of hint at it at the end of the movie, it was kind of like, oh, why'd you wait that long? What depressed me about this movie was, first off, the title of the movie. I liked how it was called Insidious Chapter 2 and not just Insidious 2. I liked how there was no subtitle as well. I liked how it implied, hey, it's still part of the story, just the second part. Because a lot of movies, they don't use the word chapter, besides the Friday the 13th movies. I also liked how James Wan used dark colors, dark tones, and I liked how he used the colors black and red. They fit very well in this movie. I also liked how he didn't fill this movie with a whole bunch of jumpy, scary, startling moments. It was more about the storytelling. It was more about the origin of the bride in black and how she came to be, rather than a whole bunch of demons and scary stuff that James Wan also had flashbacks to the first movie. And I liked how he didn't change the timeline, but he just added to it. I also liked the humor in this movie. This one had definitely a lot more humor than the first one, but it didn't take away from the movie. If anything, it just broke the tension, so you weren't scared all the time. This movie had scary parts, it had funny parts, it had good, creepy music, and it just told a good story. This is a good horror movie, and because of that, I'm going to give Insidious Chapter 2 an A. This is a very good movie for James Wan to do, and it was pretty good considering he just came out with The Conjuring. Now I'm only wondering how he's going to handle doing Fast and the Furious 7. So until next time, guys, see ya.